Do you think that today's youth are facing greater pressure than previous generations? If so, in what way?
I think that today's youth is definitely experiencing much more pressure compared to other generations, especially with the advancement of social media, of technology, in like overall. Because we're more exposed to the ideal standards that society put as to how a person should be, and that's why I think that it's more difficult right now for us.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Beatriz Luigi Gomez. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Cebu City.
Bea, if you had the opportunity to live for 200 years, would you do it?
If I had the opportunity to live for 200 years, I would definitely do it. In just a few years' time, we try to crunch everything that we can to be able to do a lot of things and imagine the things that we can do if we live for 200 years. So I definitely will.
Do you think that being a role model gives the people the right to know everything about your personal life?
I believe they only need to see the goodness in me and not literally everything, especially not my personal life, but they just have to filter out the things that they can learn from.
So for your first question, Megan, what event in history would you have loved to experience yourself?
Hi, sorry. One event in history that I would have loved to experience is the battle in Mactan in Cebu. Because a lot of people have different versions of it, and for me to be able to see that historic moment is probably one for the books.
Next question is, how would you encourage someone who doesn't care about pageants to help with your cause?
To encourage someone who doesn't care about pageants to support me in my cause is to tell them that being in a beauty pageant gives you a great platform to voice out all the things that you're passionate about. In my case, it is diversity and inclusion when it comes to beauty, for us to be able to acknowledge and to be more accepting to the different beauties of the Philippines.
Your first question is, after having no internet for 1 week, you discovered that you had 1,000 unread emails and can only answer 100 of these. How will you choose which ones to answer?
Okay, so definitely I will use the flagged important emails. So there's an Outlook option, I believe, that we can check and filter it in a way that we can choose the urgent ones or the important ones. So I will definitely do that feature for reading my emails.
If you could change something about yourself, what would it be and why?
If I could change myself. Well, in terms of physicality, I know there are a lot of things to improve on, but I wouldn't want to change anything because, I want young girls to feel beautiful in their own skin, no matter what they are given. I just want young girls to feel inspired and empowered in their own skin. So I don't want to change anything about myself.
My name is Rosane Marie Bernos, and I'm the first daughter, first granddaughter, and first niece in both sides of my family. So no pressure. But growing up, I had to do a lot of trial and error trying to figure out what I wanted to be. So in the last 10 years, I have been an interior design major, English major, working student, writer, freelancer, content creator, entrepreneur, English teacher in Spain, and now also a beauty queen. So I like to think that I'm more than just a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm also a very determined person with a lot of good stories to tell. It's nice to meet you.
Your first question is, digital addiction can refer to phone, internet, or social media addiction. How would you intervene if you feel that one of your friends has digital addiction?
I would probably become an accountability partner for her. Perhaps maybe I could check in at night, maybe at 10 p.m. I'll say, hey, it's time to stop. Let's go to bed, girl. And let's just go have some peace of mind.
Is it important to do the right thing or avoid doing the wrong thing?
I think it's important. It's more important to do the right thing because there is such an importance in being proactive about how we go about life. So it's all about being mindful of what impact we have on other people.
My name is Ingrid Santamaria, but I also go by Sam.
How has the pandemic challenged you?
Well, being stuck alone in this pandemic, I really had to learn to look inward. I've had to learn to love myself and to fully take care of myself. And it's allowed me to become in tune with my passions and hobbies. And I've even written down some goals and plans for the future. And these things were things that I just enjoyed from the day to day. But now I'm a woman who doesn't second.
Thank you very much. Social media networks are intended to bring people closer together. But in many dining situations, people are more busy on their phones. How do you resolve these conflicting realities?
Well, social media is like a double-edged sword. I find that although it does allow you to have communication, especially with people far away from you, sometimes it hinders us from being present in the moment. In my opinion, it is just better to put your phone down when you're enjoying a nice meal with your friends and just be there in the moment. There's nothing wrong with being online, but being present is something that it's like a gift that you can offer woman.
I'm Victoria Velasquez Vincent, representing my beloved Cavite. I would rather be Miss Universe because the prestige that lasts with Miss Universe is so much stronger than what lasts with an Olympic athlete, in my opinion. And with Miss Universe, you only have to do it once and you bring so much pride to your country. Whereas with being an Olympic medalist, you have to keep improving. Every year you have to do better and better. So for me, yeah, I think I'd go with Miss Universe, but also because I'm not really that sporty. It starts with the changes that you make in your own personal life and then extending that and using the platform that we have in Miss Universe Philippines to encourage other people to do the same thing. So for example, for me, I have actually converted to being 90% vegan because I know that animal agriculture contributes to so much of the issues that climate change causes. And so even that minor change, I know I'm contributing to such a large issue, and I know that I can use my platform to encourage other people to do the same.